Hey gang, it's Leon. Today, got me a Steam Deck for you guys. I'm gonna unbox this today. Yes, it's been like a whole year since this thing has been out, and I can't believe I don't have this in my inventory yet. So today, I'm super excited. I'm gonna unbox this thing, and let's take a look and see what is going on. Why people are raving all about it. Beautiful packaging from Steam, by the way. Very nice of them. Oh, it comes with a case. I did buy a bunch of accessories before this thing comes in. I didn't even know it came with a case. Yeah, that's how much I know about this thing, even after a year. Pretty impressive. Power cords. This is not foldable though. And it's fully attached. USB-C. Your games are going places. Okay. Pretty impressive case. They didn't just like create a case. They actually, I have no idea what this is. Probably when you're traveling, you can put this on your suitcase. That's usually what the backpack, travel backpack does. So maybe that's it right there. Okay, so first impression on this is that it's bigger than it looks on picture, but at the same time, it's thinner than it looks on picture. Because on picture, you usually look at it like this, and it always looks so thick to me. But if you hold it in your hand, it feels really good. Yeah, I don't know. It's Nintendo Switch-ish. I mean, it's a little thicker than Nintendo Switch, but it feels good. Nintendo Switch is a bit too small for me. Yeah, this actually feels really good. Okay, so first impression on the hardware, I'm impressed. I thought it would be a lot thicker coming in. The screen looks like a first generation screen to me. It has a really thick bezel on it. I'm pretty sure they'll improve it, you know, on version 2, version 3, which was what I was waiting on. But everyone keeps talking about this thing and they're like, oh, it's so good. Oh, is it just me or is it these back buttons are a bit weird? Okay, so let me just show you, okay? If you've ever used one of those controllers that has these back buttons, this one right here, you don't actually press it in this way. See, it's not, you don't press it in this way. It's actually, you press it down right here. Oh well, yeah, it's a bit harder to like pull this trigger, but it's really easy to press in on this. So it's, I don't know. You guys tell me. Is it supposed to? Okay. Yeah, it's a bit harder to pull in here, but pressing it down right here is good. Anyhow, joystick feels like the Razer Kishi joystick to me. Yeah, it's good quality joystick. I do like the fact that it's evened out like this though, so that I don't have to hold it like this to play. You know how it is? Some of the controllers where the analog sticks are like down here and then one up here, so you end up having to hold it like this. You know what I'm talking about. I'm glad that they kind of even it out. And this right here, yeah, it feels really good right here. The D-pads feels really good. And I know these are like the mouse, so it's nice that it's right there. Everything feels good in the hand. First impression. Haven't played games on it yet. These grills really scares me. There's fan grill right here, and then there's fan grills right here, which I'm pretty sure this thing is gonna get pretty hot. Lots of buttons, guys, lots of buttons. There's 4 shoulder buttons, and then there's 4 back buttons. And then there's more buttons here. Then there's also a Steam button. Then there's also this ... button that it's like the I don't know what to do with you button. So right there. And then there's also this tiny little button up here as well. Not to mention the volume button, by the way, up on here. Lots of buttons for you to fool around with. I'm surprised they didn't put a button down here. So far, hardware-wise, I'm pretty impressive, guys. There's a lot of stuff that's packed into this thing, and it's slimmer than I would imagine something like this would be. I thought it would be a lot thicker. And by the way, did I mention that these pad right here looks like it's mouse clicked as well? You can click on these, I believe. Once I boot this thing up, I'll find out. Okay, so let's boot this thing up. Yeah, so lately I have been reading a lot about the Steam Deck and how great it is after an entire year. I got a 64 gig in here knowing that I'm gonna buy like a 1 to 2 terabytes and replace that on here. So that's what I was doing. That's why I didn't wanna get the higher capacity. So I'm plugging it in and the Steam Deck logo appears. I'm not sure if I need to do anything else. The light's on. One thing that I noticed is missing on here, and I guess that's me coming from the Nintendo Switch side of things, is that they don't have a kickstand built into this. I'm pretty sure they could have built a kickstand built into this, but I don't know. I guess just trying to keep the whole hardware being super small and slim. All right, so all my stuff are updated. The one game that I wanted to try out was Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, because that's pretty much, well, why not? It is the greatest game of all time, probably, on Steam. Probably? I don't know. Anyway, it's about 11 gig to install on here. I connect to my Wi-Fi network, and it's been about probably 10 minutes, and it has already downloaded 5 gigs worth. So the other thing that I did was I installed a 256 card into here and formatted it. Yes, that is the card slot right there. But I believe the game is not installed on that card. It's installed on the 64 gig that's internal here. So I may have to figure that out after this. So that's what I'm doing right now. But the one thing that I want to talk to you guys about is the fact that Skyrim, you can play on multiple consoles and mouse and keyboards and all that good stuff. Well, with the Steam Deck, it lets you have this little option right here. See the little control pad right there? Yeah. So with that, you can pick a layout, which is interesting. And you can customize however you want with that layout from how you want to play Skyrim. That's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. The one thing that they also have that I was pretty impressive with was templates. So there are a bunch of templates here. You can see this one right here. It says it's created by Valve. And there's a bunch of templates on here that says like gamepad with joystick. See it? And also using a trackpad as well. This one right here says it's gamepad with gyro. So, you can do gyro, which on Skyrim, I'll never do that. So anyway, there's a bunch of little layout templates that you can just go ahead and use. Here's a mouse and keyboard template right here. So that's pretty impressive that they've done that so that when you jump from one game to another, you can just apply the template and all the buttons will be mapped to it. They've definitely thought about the control aspect of it, because I was wondering how you would play, something that's only mouse and keyboard, right? Anyway, that is pretty impressive. The thing is also on Skyrim, while you are selecting it, it actually tells you that, hey, this game, Steam Deck compatibility. So you see that right there? It has a little Steam Deck compatibility icon right there, and you can actually read about it. And here it's saying that this title is playable, but there might be a little hiccup here and there. So I'm glad that they're putting that in where something is fully compatible or, is playable and that kind of stuff. Anyway, I want to wait for this thing to install, and then we're gonna give it a try, see how good it is. By the way, the backing is pretty hot. That's the reason why there's this fan back here, and also the fan up here. I can definitely feel that it's hot. So it's great if you live somewhere that's cold This thing will keep you warm. Anyway, let's take a look, see how hot it is right now. So I'm shooting the grill right now, and it's at about 100 to 105, 106 right there. Yeah, so the grill itself is like 105, 106, while the casing that is around you, well, this right here where you're holding, it's 88, while the actual backing is like 90 degree. That's how hot it gets. It's sitting here installing. Okay, so it's finished installing. So let's go ahead and play it. So here it says game would use recommended template layout right there. By the way, when it was detecting my graphic card, it said that it set it as the ultra setting. I don't know what that means, but I can't imagine this thing being on ultra setting. This looks really, really good. This looks really, really good for a handheld. I'm not sure if my camera is doing this justice, but guys, granted, this is a pretty old game now, but it's got the best graphics at the time, okay? It's still, graphics is really good here. Let me kill a fox. Whoop. Come here. No. Fine. Fine. Run. Run away. Unlike a computer, I notice when you're playing a game and you press the power button, just press it. Right there, it closes it right away, so you can just put it in your bag and go. You know, with the computer, it's a little bit different, right? You have to like sit there and wait for it to close and all that good stuff. Somehow Valve has done to where you can just close it really quickly. Now let's see what happens when I press the power button. And I'm back at the state that I'm in and able to control it quickly. Yeah. Okay guys, so now that this thing is running Skyrim for the past 10 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and see how hot this thing gets. So I'm gonna check out the top grill real quick. It's at 114, oh, 120 right there. So 114 to 120 degree. That's pretty hot. Okay, now let's see the back grill real quick. You're looking at 120 degree, 119 degree. So that's how hot it is playing Skyrim for about 10 minutes, which to me it's a pretty hefty graphical game. So yeah, that's the Steam Deck working right there for you guys. But I can't imagine something that's so powerful that's able to run Skyrim, which required my hefty computer back in the days to be able to play Skyrim. And here I am on it, and the graphics looks amazing. I don't see the difference between this and a big computer at all. Gets pretty hot. I'm not sure how long the battery's gonna last with it being that hot, but I'm so surprised at how small this thing is. So anyway, guys, that's my first impression of the Steam Deck right there. I hope you guys find that useful. My only regret is that it took me a whole year to get the Steam Deck. I wish I would have gotten it a lot sooner. Playing Skyrim on a small screen like this is amazing stuff. This is much better than playing Skyrim on the Switch, which, you know, the graphic is dumped down there. So yeah, that's my first impression right there. I hope you guys find it useful, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.